March is here. Time to look at my main financial freedom fund. Hey, I'm Marta, welcome back to my channel. So I've been working as a money coach for these last few months now, and what I witness in times like these is that most of my clients tend to make three mistakes when it comes to long-term investing and times when the markets go down. The first mistake I always witness is short-term perspective. I get loads of questions from my clients asking me if they should sell, if it's still right to keep investing, and it's still right to pump money into something that is clearly going down. If you're asking yourself these questions, it means that your perspective is very short-term. And as a long-term investor, your perspective should be long-term. So if you imagine that you can stretch your perspective from this year, from this month, from this quarter to 10, 15, 20 years, then you'll know the answers to most of your questions. The second mistake I very frequently see is lack of trust in the process. You started investing, you know the rules of the game, but you doubt it completely in times like that. If you're aware of the past, of recessions, of depression, and how markets reacted in those times and after those times, you, in theory, shouldn't be experiencing that, but many of my clients still do. We do what we do, we invest because we believe in the process. We trust, we have some faith. If we don't do that, it's very easy for us to doubt it. It's very easy to give up and panic sell. So faith is essential. And finally, the third mistake I see so many times is a complete lack of plan how to manage your anxiety. Because we're all humans, and investing and anything to do with money is really about mindset. It's psychology more than logic. It's less mathematics, it's more behavior. If you constantly think about your portfolio, if you constantly wonder, okay, how it's doing today, how it's going to do tomorrow, are these life savings of mine going to crumble to dust? That means you do feel anxious, and you need to learn how to manage that anxiety, because a journey to financial freedom is a long journey. The one-to-one coaching I do with my clients addresses all three of those mistakes. So if you're interested in working on these, check out my website and you'll find all the info about one-to-one coaching I offer at the moment. Alright, so we have March. March is the last month of this tax year. And in April, as I said in this video, I'm going to open an ISA with InvestEngine, so not with Vanguard this time, and see how that platform goes. In the video I mentioned a second ago, I actually compared these two platforms, and I think I'd like to give InvestEngine a go because it sounds very promising. If you're interested in doing the same, you can find my referral link in the description of this video, and by using it, treat yourself to a £25 welcome bonus. Okay, let's take a look at my portfolio. Right, so today we're going to start with my ISA. As you know, I maxed out my ISA, so there's not many changes here. But let's take a look. My ISA value is £76,000, 531 and 0 pence. And let's take a look at my investments. Here are my holdings, and as I said in the previous video, let's take a look at one of them in detail. This time, let's take a look at my emerging markets. As we can see, it's not going great. This is 1 year perspective, but let's take a look at 5 years perspective. Could have been worse. And to see the full-on drama 1 month, yeah, that's what it is. So it's still in the green, but as we know right now, the markets are not exactly performing well, so it's not as good as it used to be. Let's take a look at the performance. The usual slide to see the last month. Slight decrease. Let's take a look at calculations for the fees. Month by month calculations. As you can see, this performance for the last 3 months, it's been terrible. No surprises here. And the investments, it's anything I've ever had in this ISA. Quite a long list, and a messy one too. No transactions in this ISA. As I said, it's been maxed out. So let's take a look at my pension. So my pension value is £95,978.87, and we can see the contributions I made this tax year. So personal over 800, company over 21, and then we have some tax relief. Let's take a look at transactions, because actually I did make some contributions to this pension, but not too many this month, because ironically I have not been paid on time, so I wasn't able to contribute as much as I would have loved to. So these are the tax relief payments that are still waiting to be processed. And since my previous update, I contributed only £800 and then got £125 tax relief. So in total it's £925, so it's below my goal of investing at least £1,000 per month. But as I said, it's not really my fault because I wasn't able to. Let's take a look at my investments. This is what my pension is currently holding. So Life Strategy 100, Target Retirement 2040 and SP 500, which is doing tragically at the moment. Let's take a look at this Target Retirement Fund in detail. This is for the last year. And then for the last 5 years. And for some drama, the last month. As you can see, as expected. Let's take a look at performance. Last month or so, again, pretty much flat line, but with some decrease. Then calculations for fees, month by month performance, which is my second favorite tab because it's crystal clear. So again, we can see that 3 months of red, from 97 to 94, despite my top up. And investments, again. Let's take a look at the whole portfolio. This is since the inception, so since the 7th of October 2019. The full value is £172,509.86. So again, it went down from 177 to 172. More or less last month. Let's look at the month by month calculations here, so we can see the full picture. So we have 175 to 171. My favorite tab, Insight. So my product types, my regions where I'm invested, with some mistakes, as you probably know from my previous updates, top 10 investments, sector allocation, and performance in the last 3 months, which is -8%. But as we know, it's my rate of return, it's not annual rate of return. Right guys, so this is what my portfolio looks like at the moment. It's of course not performing well because right now we are experiencing really hard times in Europe and it's affecting the markets. As much as I am a long investor and hear a lot of voices of people who can't wait for a crash to buy the dip, I think we can all agree that crisis comes with severe consequences. You, my viewers, are from all around the world. Wherever you are, I hope you stay safe and your close ones are also safe at the moment. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful, as always. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon.